We are back with another weekly Storm Talk. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what the fuck this topic is about to be about. So we're just gonna go off for the top of my brain, just like that. I'm not growing a garden. But you killed a lot of my people. A whole lot more than I'm comfortable with. For that, you gotta pay. So you guys know what? I'm gonna beat the shit out of my dick. Let me stop. Today's topic is about to be talking about high-level players and the difference between high-level playing and just playing. Like, alright, a lot of you, are good players. Like, you guys are either decent, good. Few are great. Few are great players. Great players are, the top players, the top, the high level players. And there's not a lot of those players in this community, sadly. It is very sad, really sad. But yeah, a lot of you are just good players. And being that, the difference between high level playing is, like, this topic is not even about to be long. This is just something I need to kind of get out of the way. But you guys don't, it's not about what you lack, like what you don't do in battle, like you don't do enough fireballs, or you don't do enough dashing, or that's not what it's about, or you don't know how to switch like that. Honestly, high level playing isn't knowing all of these things. I mean, it's good to know a lot of things. As long as you have a good understanding of the game, period, you should be able to go off of that. You don't need to know how to jutsu switch real fast or any of this and all this other things they call tech, if you haven't heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what makes a high level player. Because if that was the case, a lot of stylers would be high level players. They're not. They're very, versatile. Like, they have a lot at their arsenal. They have a lot to dispose of, but they're not high level players. And they could be. It's great when you know a lot of stuff. A high level player, there's a difference between a high level player and a good player. A high level player, it's about the decisions that you make in battle, like what you decide to go for. Like, an example. I'll give a quick example. If I was fighting, like, just say I was fighting Dark Mask, right? And I had no subs, and I'm trying to, stall time and get my subs back, and, I'm kind of running from him. I've been evading him good, and he still has like 3 or 4 subs or whatever you want to call it, 3 or 4. And he finally closes in on me, right? And my subs are probably just starting to come back, or I don't have none yet, but I just need a little bit more time. But he decides to air dash me instead of, ground dashing me, where it's hard to kind of read if you're going to cancel the dash or not. Yeah, he decides to air dash me. The smartest thing for me to do in that situation would be to counter him, right? So as I counter him, I just created distance between us. We're both back in, I just put him at a distance from me. More time is coming, going by. My subs are coming back up. My support is coming back up. I can charge chakra. That will be, that's just a common example, and it's sad because some players don't even do that, to be honest. And that's just something basic. Now, in other hands, what Mask would probably do, being a high level player, also on his side, as him being the attacker, because I was basically the defender, him being the attacker, instead of trying to go through with the full dash in the air, he would switch out before he connects the dash and runs into my counter. So he basically baited me, forcing me to lose part of my chakra bar and be open again. And now kind of making me scared to counter again, because I don't know if he's going to try and bait me out again. That's what that's, kind of an example of a high level playing. Or, subbing. Like, if I was to be comboing him and then he subs behind me, it'll be stupid for him to try and go for an air dash, which is really, readable. Not only, he jumped in the air, he charged his chakra, he spent around, he's coming at me. That's very easy to see coming, unless it was probably lagging. Then it's kind of hard to, it's kind of hard to stop those kind of things. But yeah, so a lot of good players, you could be the most basic player ever, but and you could still be one of the best because of, you know, the choices you choose during battle, the decisions you decide to make. And I understand for a lot of players, it's honestly like instincts. I play off of instincts, like especially when I'm playing people that are just good. I kind of can read everything you're gonna do, and if you probably surprise me with something I didn't realize, then I would adjust to it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where the difference lies at. When you get to a high level, it becomes instincts for you, and you know what to do, what options to do. Sometimes you mess up, but you're still playing on a higher level. Whereas when you're a good player, you do these things. You go for choices that aren't really aren't really good. Like the choices are a lot punishable or readable or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So don't think like, oh, maybe I'm not doing this enough, or maybe I'm not doing that enough. I mean, sometimes, yeah, sometimes, of course, in playstyle, you might be doing something a little too much, or that messes you up, or you might be doing something not enough of. But at this, all together, it's just about the choices you make, you know. So to be a high level player, doesn't matter. You don't need fancy moving. You don't need, you know, it's not about knowing all the switches in the game. It's not about using all the OP stuff in the game. It's just about your knowledge, the understanding of the game, and the decisions you decide to take when fighting. That's it. You know, you could be a player that honestly just like never even switches at all. Stay on one character, and then, you know, you just bust an ass like that, and you hardly even dash. But as long as when you're in a situation you go for the right moves, boom, that's what makes you a great player right there. So that's it. I don't really think there's much to speak on this topic. This was just something I had to kind of put out there. The difference between high level players and good players. It's not about play style. Not at all. Like, for instance, another example, my bad. And me and Maz got this friend, right? And he thinks like he knows we're great players, but he like says things like you know, we're beatable and stuff. Yeah, we are beatable, but he thinks like, you know, he just gotta find out what he's doing wrong in battle. Like he sometimes says that we're not doing nothing special or anything. True. Because you will sometimes look at somebody's play style and be like, yo, what are they doing that I'm not getting? It's not nothing. You're not doing anything different. Like another dude I just met recently that I decided to kind of take up and try and help when I kind of get more back into the community. He also had that mindset towards me when we fought, saying things like I'm not that much better than him. I'm not really doing a lot of things that he doesn't know how to do. I mean, all right, even if you actually knew how to do the things I do, it doesn't matter. It's about how I'm utilizing it and the choices I'm making with it. You get what I'm saying? So you can know the exact same things that I know, but that won't mean you're on my level or anything. Because at the end of the day, it's about the decisions we both take in battle. You know, what I'm gonna do when I sub this, or what I'm gonna do when I dash, or if I know you're about to counter, you know, stuff like that. That's all. So if you want to better your game, you know, your overall gameplay, it's not usually your play style. Just think about better choices. Think about what's more effective to do during certain things, you know, defensive or offensive. And also reaction time. Reaction time is very important as a high level player. If you don't have good reaction time, it don't matter what type of decisions you make, because you're just gonna be getting caught with a whole bunch of shit. So that's it. I don't really know. I might make a part 2 to this video. You know, it's kind of late, honestly. I got a lot of stuff to do. I might go do laundry and shit, you know. But how was y'all day? You know, I had me a Taco Bell today. They call me fat as hell, even though I ain't fat. I actually like I'm about to die. I'm bony as hell. But you know, dicks.